Okay. Ready?
There's been a lot of ups and downs, probably more downs than ups.
You know what though? This is less drama than last year.
T's approach to Fort William and this whole year has been really different to previous years.
As a racer and an athlete goes, she's just kind of like the real Tahnée again. For multiple reasons, she's in a position now where if she just does the process, stays authentic to herself, it'll just keep paying off.
This year, you can just see that it's a new and more mature Tahnée.
Watching Tahnée in Fort William, I genuinely thought she might win it.
She knows that when she's at her best, she is one of the best. And she knows that when she's at her best, being one of the best that's racing, if she executes a good enough or a near perfect run, then she's going to win.
Tahnée came through the finish area, came over to Tony and myself, and the first thing she said is, "I'm fucking back."
I'm here, like I'm back where I belong, and I'm gonna go for a win. So like it's easier to chase the top spot. It's a lot harder to be the one with the target on your back, I think. But I'm still going to focus on my process and trust the process and build on that and, you know, put my best into every day. And I believe I can win again. So there's just, you feel untouchable at that point. I've been through it before, but to have it again now after everything I've been through, it's just if you could bottle up that feeling and sell it.
The Speed Suit RS came about from a roundtable conversation from our internal teams, mostly design driven. We were given sort of directive really to push innovation and look to the future, and looked into the rules with the UCI, and yeah, it was kind of all eyes on Fort William at that point, because that's where we decided we would debut it at the opening round of the season.
Controversial suit that's caused me a lot of drama this week.
It's like Formula One. It's like if you bring something to the sport that other people don't have or can't get, then people are going to be like complaining, and even official complaints like we had in Fort William about it, you know. So
yeah, I make the joke like me and Tony got called to the principal's office. But yeah, Tony and I went to the UCI office and we actually took the product, and what it ended with was we got it approved, and you know, ultimately we got to race in it, and you know, no issues since then. So
I think for Tahnée, the speed suit means performance advantage, looks good, goes good, feels better, feels fast.
Yeah, we got to win a race with it. That's the next goal.
That's the aim, man. That's the aim.
My goal this year, I'm just going to give 100% in every single one of my runs. It doesn't matter. Whereas in previous years, I've tried different tactics. I've tried to like not get nervous. I've tried this and that, and I've never won an overall. Whereas this year, I'm just going for the overall. So I'm just going to give as much as I can in every run. And previously I've been scared to say that in case I like jinx myself, or just like, but I felt like maybe it came from insecurities or not being confident enough, whereas now I'm just like, I don't care. I can say out loud I'm going to give my best, and if it's the best on the day, great. If it's not, then it's not, and we just move on.
Tahnée Seagrave of 17-18 is kind of returning now.
so good up until the end. Fuck.
I feel like today I threw a win away.
Yeah, massively. This is the first thing me and Owen said.
I didn't feel like that in Fort William.
Yeah, that was a fair, honest.
Because that was like fair, yeah, I just got beat. Like, whereas today I just feel like I threw it away.
Yeah, you're right.
When Valley gets a 400-point lead on Tahnée and there's only one race to go, then it's double for. Until then, let's keep aiming for wins, because why would we just do anything else?
They're actually the best hugs ever. Isn't it? They just work. I should stay here. Don't want to like leave or anything. You just stay here forever.
I'm pretty annoyed, but I'll just turn the page, and like every race for me is a new race, so yeah, I'll just forget about it and move on.
So following the bad result in Leogang, Tahnée decided to go with an approach for Val di Sole that would eliminate all distractions, to the point where she even asked for a media blackout. So that means no external media allowed in the pits, no interviews, no press, no posting or anything to do with her socials herself as well. It was a completely different approach as we went into Val di Sole with no distractions.
Val di Sole basically just started off a bit rough for T, like she was struggling with, I don't know exactly what, but just a lot of things, and couldn't get up to speed. So it wasn't looking too promising of everything that was going on.
Oh no, I can't explain that. It's just really fucking annoying because I put her on like actually can't ride.
Go up to this run and then see how you feel.
Like, there's that wall at one point, I go over a rock and I almost die every time I sort of go that. I'm pressed as like wall.
Tahnée often, if she's struggling, she'll kind of, I think all riders will kind of point their issues towards the bike. She's a very sensitive rider, so does notice clicks and things like that, but you can do minor changes and it'll make a massive difference to their ride, and a lot of that is mental. If they kind of believe that that change has made a big difference and made things better, then it's going to help them get down faster.
I think we've got to keep pushing onto her that it's got to be ridden. Yeah? As in there's no magical twist of a button.
No, there isn't, but there's things that make it better.
But we didn't make it better last week, and the same things have made it better this week.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, fair enough. It's not so still, but
when the timed runs happened, she obviously didn't do that well in qualies or semis. Yeah, we had all kind of not lost hope, but it definitely was a little bit like, this probably isn't going to be the one, and we were just struggling through it and doing what we could to make it as good as possible.
no, I know. It's a lot of stress. Just everything. Don't worry though. Trust me. We've got another day off now.
I know, today's just been a bit of a shit day.
Yeah. I think we've just got to think about going back.
Happy birthday!
race day I kind of woke up, and because I'd used my protection status, I shouldn't have been in finals. I felt like the only way I can approach this day is by feeling super grateful that I'm here, and I really wanted to kind of prove as well that I did deserve to be there, and I didn't want to let anyone down or take advantage of the protection status and not use it in the right way. So that was a big push to get a good result on the day.
Way we tied anyone, including me, that's ever counted her out before. When the chips are down and when it's against her is probably when you see her at her very best.
There's something about me being on the back foot and wanting to prove something and prove a point that just fires me up loads, and yeah, I just got to work.
Not the easiest weekend for Tahnée so far. I know she's just kind of fighting to find the flow here, the strength at the bottom part of this track. Tahnée is a racer. When it comes down to needing to put down a good performance when it counts, she's one of the absolute best. So I'm curious. Oh yeah, she's doing it. Up 5 seconds at the second split here.
She's doing it all right. She's put in a great top sector. She's 4.7 up at split 2. Tahnée Seagrave has pieced this puzzle together fantastically so far. See her dad eagerly pacing and watching down the bottom. She's got 2 corners to go. She's got 1 second to play with. She needs to get on the pedals and get on the pedals hard as she sprints to the line. Will she claim the hot seat off Monica Hrastnik? Right now, Tahnée Seagrave to the line, and she goes fastest with a 4:31.4.
I had a really good top sector. I made sure that I capitalised where my strengths are, because I knew that I was so weak at the bottom, and like I knew that my hands would hurt, and I knew that the girls would pull back time.
Nice. It's much better. Well done. Well done.
I was super happy because I was like, yes, I'm not going to get smoked with that time. It's probably a podium time, like top 5. I'm happy with that considering where I've come from yesterday. So I think because it was unexpected, when people were coming down, they were kind of close, but not close enough. I made such an advance in the top 2 sectors that they weren't able to pull that back. So I think when Marine came through and she didn't manage to pull back the time, because Marine on race day is like such a force to be reckoned with, and her sector was so good, and I thought that's probably the fastest sector 4 we're going to see today. And that's when I thought, I think we've got a good chance here actually of people probably not beating my time.
Trying to rip that victory out of Tahnée Seagrave's hands all the way to the line. Goes around the huge rock step. Here we go, Aaron, here we go.
For some reason it was so weird because I wasn't paying any attention to anything, because obviously I was so happy that Miriam managed to finish her run.
Finish, this is your final elite woman on track. Miriam Nicole, the return is real. Pom-pom is back. Sprinting to the line, our second fastest qualifier, Miriam Nicole across the line, and she goes in to 4th.
And then all I heard was, and Tahnée takes her first World Cup win in 3 years. Never thought I would have been able to pull 20 seconds out the bag, but I guess I'm back to my old self and I can rely on myself to do that, so it's quite a nice feeling.
That was my first win with Tahnée, and it was incredible.
I think that there wasn't a dry eye in FMD racing when Tahnée won. Everyone was just allowed to be emotional and just live in that short moment.
Blood, sweat and tears goes into it from my family, and also obviously everyone that works here. We're all so close, and everyone really saw how much I struggled through my concussion and the post-concussion syndrome. So I think for everyone to see that I was not only healthy, but now the fastest woman in the world on that day was just like, I think it was just amazing for everyone to feel that.
Week in, week out, we want to be on that top step, and she proved it again that you make Tahnée, you know, healthy, happy, and she'll be fast.
It was so sick to see her back on top, especially at Val di Sole. I know she's won there before and everything like that, but I don't know, I just really didn't think she was going to win Val di Sole, if I'm being honest.
It's good to see her back. It was actually quite emotional to see her back from both sides, from me as a father and as a team manager. Just hide me for a minute, would you? Fucking hell. And normally I can hold it in, but I couldn't.
Coming up into this season, I felt on it, like I felt like my usual self. There's no way I didn't believe it. So when it happened, it felt normal, it felt like home again.
And to be there and then watch Tahnée step up onto that podium and stand on that top step was surreal, absolutely surreal. At the same time of it being super surreal, it was it was familiar to her.
I'm hoping that it will, pump everyone up to realise as well that when the chips are down and when it's all against you, you can still perform at the highest level, and that's what's the great take from Val di Sole.
I got you too late, he's had too much red wine.
Bienvenue au Jet, en Haute-Savoie. J'adore rouler ici, c'est comme à la maison. On y va. So we're launching the TS57 Fox collab, which is sick, happens once a year, 4th or 5th one. We've been pretty tame with it up until now. We've gone over the top with everything, sparkles, and it's kind of just, I don't know, push the boundaries a little bit, and it's super fun. I'm just stoked that Fox and FMD get behind me on stuff like this.
Dude. So yeah, we've taken over Le Jet, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. We've got an activation area, we've got Tahnée mannequins, we've got giveaways, we've got a Barbie box, photo booth, we've got Tahnée face masks, we've got TS57s in the crowd, we've got huge Tahnée banners and heads on sticks and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's very pink and Tahnée focused this week.
It's been so fun for us to work with Tahnée on these collections. She obviously brings a very unique point of view from a style perspective. Just the way that Tahnée collaborates with our team is really unique and something that is really inspiring to our team. So it's sure, it's cool that Tahnée gets a signature collection, but it's also something really nice for our internal team to be able to do. And you know, they're working on mainline product a lot that doesn't really have a connection to an athlete or a real story behind it. So yeah, it's a really fun project for everybody that gets to touch it, and yeah, we're stoked to see it roll out in Le Jet.
Oh. Warm.
Warm.
Melting chocolate.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Film each other. We're in the Jet, filming the guys. And yeah, now I'm back. I'm gonna make a video.
Chaos? Wow. Where to even start, dude? He has been non-stop.
Yeah!
that way.
And by that stump down there.
What you got by that?
Tahnée's lemon and ginger. She's feeling pretty ill at the moment, so this is the service that we provide.
And a good masseuse.
You should train to be one, and then you'd actually be used to.
Look at that setting. You see the rain falling down in the start hut.
Tahnée Seagrave on a great run here in Leger. Seagrave gets really close. That race 5.5 faster now for Seagrave. From a couple of years ago, just really having a good go this Leger. It's away from her and goes down, but she does have time. If she can get back to the bike, it slips away from her.
Here's the line I'm talking about. Lee, she was looking for it. Come on, Tahnée, let's go.
Drama from Seagrave. She gave this one absolutely everything and nearly came away with a win. Seagrave crosses the line. Third place, 20.6 seconds back.
We are in Pal Aransal, Andorra for World Championships 2024.
Andorra definitely suits my riding, but I don't particularly like it. It's way too fast and way too direct and straightforward. There's just, you can't really gain anything, I don't think, but there's a lot to lose there.
We've raced here in Andorra since 2022. This new track is short, it's high speed, it's got really loose dirt, and you need to be precise and aggressive everywhere, top to bottom, and it's really hard to do that consistently. You just got to absolutely send it, and this track can either kind of come to you in that situation or just massively bite back, and the simplest of washouts or mistakes can be huge here. So
I guess because I've never had an elite world champs title, it is getting to the point now where it's definitely something that I would like to add to my resume, I guess.
World champ back in P10 medals for Tahnée Seagrave into second place.
Tahnée was P2 in seeding, which is pretty much perfect, really. Miriam had a really aggressive run, and she was riding really aggressively this morning in practice, so it was somewhat expected. I think having the numbers on the board like that, knowing where Tahnée's fastest, slowest, whatever else with the sector times is just perfect to do a bit of work tomorrow. And I think even without the work, without the sector times, Tahnée's going to know how to win the race on Saturday. So it's just a matter of trying to do that.
Valley and Pom Pom are doing so good now. Now that Pom Pom's back as well from her injury, like at this race in particular, those three are going to be the competitive ones, really.
Yeah, qualies was good. I feel confident, which is really nice because that's not often that happens. But maybe a bit too confident because I thought I was going to win qualies, and I got humbled a little bit by Pom Pom. But there's definitely time to be made up. I know where I can do that, so yeah.
got this, girl. Come on.
Committed.
It was sick to watch, the last 5 or 6 girls come down, and like sick to see Valley and Tahnée and Miriam all battle it out for top 3. So.
Can she keep this up? Wow. Oh, grapple there. Trying to find any.
Come on, team. Come on, team.
She hit her right, and she went sideways a bit, and that is where she lost that little advantage. She did it.
I thought Tahnée had it in the last bit.
I thought Tahnée had Miriam, yeah.
We didn't.
Oh. I'm at the level where my riding's good enough to win the race by not getting out of control. I thought I could get the win like that, and I think I should have just, I don't know, I lost focus towards the end because I had a really good run. It's 0.6 off of second and like just over a second off of the win. I was really happy with the performance I managed to lay down, especially as Valley is like super dominant at the moment and she's on a roll. I put up a big fight and it just wasn't enough.
Baba.
What happened? What just need to get you off the place.
I felt like Steve P and never went fucking in.
Just what you are getting. So you've won a few World Cups. You just need to
just put so much pressure on myself.
I think you've dealt with the pressure well though, I don't
This is what I mean, considering it actually wasn't a problem, but
your pressure seemed like today. Just a normal race. Like it didn't seem like extra back.
But I felt like I gave extra in my run because it was Worlds.
I think you did, anyway.
But it just wasn't enough, which sucks.
It was just that last, have you seen the sprint?
It's probably the last section, was it actually?
Yeah.
Ludenviel, penultimate round of the World Cup Series.
Ludenviel. Everyone takes a mick out of me when I say that because they're like, oh, it's so French.
Tahnée came in P2 in the overall behind Valley, 224-point deficit.
For once, I just thought about it and I went for it. I didn't think that there was any other option other than to win every single time run.
And that was the only way to win the overall or get the overall points gap down to the smallest possible coming into the last round of Montserrat.
Well done. Tahnée's just qualified first, and the points battle is still alive because I think Valley's come 6th or 7th maybe.
Obviously Valley's super hard to beat and she was quite a few points ahead.
We should have had 400 points available for quali, semis and finals. We lost semi-finals, so we lost the potential extra 100 points in the overall chase. Tahnée was kind of on the form of her life, won 2 quali runs basically, and chopped down the overall deficit to 188 points going into finals day. Potential for rain for women's race runs was high enough to be a concern, but there's kind of nothing you can do about it, you know. And the start list came out for the first time that 5-minute gaps. We normally only have 4-minute gaps for finals, which meant that between Valley dropping in, who qualified poorly, and Tahnée dropping in last, there was 24 minutes.
The visibility was bad but it got a lot worse. I couldn't see anything in front of me in the start gate, and that was really scary. I was ready to go all out and win, and I'd asked, for the first time ever, I asked Chris at the top of my run, what position is Valley in? Because I needed to know, because if she's crashed and gone out, all I need to do is get down safe. But at the time when I asked, she was in first place, and there was only 2 riders to drop before me, so I was like, I'm screwed, I've got to go as fast as possible. I've never felt this confident, I've never ridden this good. Like, this is my chance.
This is going to require every ounce of Tahnée Seagrave's colossal amount of experience. Gets out of the gate. Seagrave off on a potentially season-defining race run. Can she stay in touch with Valentina Hole in the points? We're about to find out.
The second Tahnée dropped in, it started to absolutely bucket rain at the bottom, like biblical amounts of rain. It just worked its way up the hill.
It went from pretty much bone dry to a river.
As I was going through the mist, obviously the track got worse and worse and worse. I rode like I know how to ride a bike, and that's fast.
You got it, Johnny. Oh, no!
Shit.
Seagrave is down. She was green and split.
And as soon as I hit the deck, I just knew. I was just like, because I saw all the rain coming in, it started raining heavy as I crashed. So in that point, I knew that I wouldn't get enough points.
So unfortunate.
Really innocuous crash has put Tahnée Seagrave out of contention for the overall title this afternoon here in Lunenville, Peyragoux. The pressure was building on this one, and the rain arrived right on cue. Tahnée Seagrave crosses the line and goes into 10th place, and that is enough to give that woman, Valentina Hole, the UCI World Cup overall title.
She was bummed to lose the overall like that and not bring the battle here to Mont Saint-Anne, but she knew she was the fastest person on the hill all weekend. Mother Nature decided differently in finals, and that was that. It just is what it is. It's racing, it's an outdoor sport. You're not gonna, you can complain if you want, but there's no point in complaining about the weather, is there?
It was like super hard because I saw that Phoebe got her best result ever, which was a top 3.
I was just gutted that we couldn't get our first double podium together, because I think it was fully on that week for sure.
I'm very good at like taking something on the chin and moving on, but I feel like there's only so much of that you can like do. In that moment, I wanted one thing, and that was to win the World Cup. I didn't get that.
I was sitting there, I was like, please just go, like drop it. And they did the whole song and dance for the show, the fucking things.
And like, Miriam came down with that just a tad of rain.
Yeah.
Like, if Miriam can do it, he can do it. Like,
And
let's
then
go.
it starts pissing, it's like 5 seconds before she knows.
Fuck, man, we were ready for a double podium.
I love you so much.
I don't even know why I'm that upset.
Huh?
I don't even know why I'm that upset. I just can't.
Oh, because you put so much into this, yeah. And it's just the way shit's happened today.
It was like ice up there.
No, I know.
I couldn't even ride properly after. Like,
Yeah,
it was so
I saw that. But that's just, honestly, you can't take away from how fucking good you were yesterday, how fucking good you were the day before, how fucking good you have been all season. You can't take that away from one run, and you're the only girl that came down in the fucking soaking wet. Right? It just happens. Fucking let's just move on and crack on doing and being who you are, which is fucking sensational. Right? Just let it go. Okay? Be proud of who you are, man. You are fucking amazing. Oh, I love you so much.
It is just bike racing at the end of the day, but when your whole world revolves around it and literally live and breathe it, it's kind of hard to not. It would be weird if we didn't show this much passion. Today was kind of crap. Today showed what the true nature of our sport is, and it's unforgiving. It doesn't care about your feelings or how much you work for something. I don't know, it was just so close to being a perfect weekend of like taking the victory in like every time run.
Yeah.
And like, I'm literally the only person it rained for.
I don't think so.
That's just the way it goes, so.
We put everything on the table and just said how we're feeling, and have come up with the we have come up with
There are some big changes next year, but
so yeah, in this meeting we have decided that I'll
I've been working on my quiz for years.
This is good.
Bye. Yeah.